Hello my dear students, best greetings to all of you. This is Mitesh from Champion School for Excellence Vidyanagar. Today I am going to conduct a session in grade 7th for social studies, and today also we are going to discuss unit number 1st, equality in Indian democracy. This unit introduces you to the critical role of equality in democracy with specific reference to India. The Constitution of India guarantees equality to all citizens. And in this, we will discuss our chapter number 1st, that is on equality. This chapter discusses the need for equality through highlighting the inequalities that continue to be practiced and experienced by various communities. Before I move forward, I would like to recap my last session in which I assigned you a task to write a detailed note on a video clip that you watched on equality. So I hope that you did your work really well. Then I move with the key points of today's session, that I will discuss what is equality, why is it important in Indian democracy, then is really everyone equal in the society. So we are going to discuss these key points through the story of Kanta. Kanta is a woman. She is a domestic worker. She works at someone's house. So the story begins on the day of election. Here you can see in this image there are two women talking. These two women are Sujata and Kanta, and behind them a person is standing. This is Mr. Jain, where who is the employee. Behind them, a person is standing who is Mr. Jain. Mr. Jain is the employer of Kanta. So this is the equality, that she is smiling, that all are equal and they all are standing only in one line. Then comes Kanta's turn to vote, and she says to herself that she will vote for the candidate who has promised to bring water pipe to her area. So this is what she believes and cast her vote. Then they see off each other. Then on the way to her house, she says to her friend that her daughter Guria has been running fever and she has to take her daughter to the hospital, but she has to first finish the work at Mr. Jain's Sahib's house, and then she has to ask for some advance. She does not have money to take her only daughter to the hospital. Then she reaches house. You can see in this image that her daughter is lying on the bed. She is not feeling well, and Kanta is offering some liquid to her daughter and promises her that Kanta will take her daughter to the hospital in the evening. So she has to so here you can see that Kanta is offering some liquid to her daughter and promises that she will take her to the hospital in the evening, because first she has to perform her duties at Mr. Jain's house. Then she leaves her house, and here in this image the place is shown where Kanta lives. This is Basti, and we all know that Basti is never clean. Some garbages are there. People don't know how to maintain cleanliness, and it is said that behind Kanta's house there is the drainage. So this is the reason that why her daughter Guria often falls ill. Then here comes the image of the house where Kanta is cleaning the place. This is the house of Mr. Jain, and here you can see that her employer is asking Kanta to clean everything very properly. Then Kanta is asking for some advance to her employer, but her employer also says that please do not make the habit of taking the advance. But here she understands the helplessness of Kanta and gives some money to her. Then here in this image we can see that Kanta is taking her daughter to the hospital. She is standing in a line, but here she also thinks about Mr. Jain, because Mr. Jain has never to stand in this line, in such lines, to take their daughters, their their children to the hospital, because they are economically they can afford the charges of big hospitals. But Kanta has helplessness, she has no enough money, so she is giving the treatment at some government hospitals, and in government hospitals there are so many people, so she has no any other option apart from standing in the big lines like this. So this is the story of Kanta, and from this I would like to highlight only one thing, that she feels the equality, and the point is the right to vote. In this, in a democratic country like India, all adults, irrespective of what religion they belong to, how much education they have had, what caste they are, or whether they are rich or poor, they all are allowed to vote. And this is called universal adult franchise. So this is the right guaranteed by the Constitution of India. So here we discussed that how Kanta is practices equality in the society. You can also think about the place where she lives, the place where she works, and the economical condition that she faces. So what do you think? Standing in the line is the only inequality that Kanta faces? So here I want you to think about at least three conditions, three events where Kanta can faces inequality in the society. Here again I repeat, think about the situations wherein Kanta can think of inequality as she experienced by standing in the line for the treatment of her daughter. So till this, take care, stay home, be safe,